Hello friends, it's Maria. How are you? I wanted to check in today because it's a full moon. It's a first full moon of the year, and it's a very important full moon because the first moon is going to initiate a lot of this higher code. So we are starting to receive as we're entering the Aquarius age. And now we're in the full moon on Leo. But it's a very special full moon based on astrology because it's really also calling in all the other elements. So this is the full moon. It's very powerful because it's calling in all the elements of Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and also Leo, of course. So right there you have earth, you have water, you have fire, and you have air. So we're going to go through each one of them just for you to know, like, what should we really be thinking about, and how is it that we can take most advantage of this powerful full moon that is initiating now, so we can start this new era of Aquarius. Remember that we are going to be in transition for about 100 years. We just left the Pisces age and we're entering Aquarius, and just like anything else, it's not black and white. It's not like, oh, we just left the Pisces age and we're entering Aquarius. It's a transition period because we are still adapting. We're going from the external and going into the internal now. We've been giving our power away, and now we're going inside and we're taking responsibility of our own actions, of what we've created, of our system, of the web that we've created, and what people call the matrix as well. It's all the same. It's all the flower of life. People trying to break away from it, but we're the ones that's created it. So we have to look inside ourselves and start taking responsibility in order to really be able to create the world that all of us deep in our hearts desire. We have to think about how is it that we're living today, and everything's okay. We're just changing our perspectives, and we work on it every single day, little by little. And every time you have a step back, just know that you really are not, because you are observing and you're learning from those experiences. So we have Leo. Full moon is on Leo. And also note if in your natal chart you have either Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, 15 degrees or lower, that means you're probably going to be feeling it even stronger. You may have already felt a shift or begun there's some type of uncomfortable, a very drastic emotions that have come through. Or sometimes it comes a little later. Just see how it's happening for you. It's very different. Some people do get it on the actual full moon. And for me, now that I think about it, it actually, I think, happened a week ago. And I got to see very blatantly some things that I was doing or I wasn't taking responsibility about, and how I could take action and responsibility. So Leo is the sign. It's a fire sign, and it's the one that is brave, the one that wants to speak, right? It's just natural leader, and likes attention. We all know the Leos do love attention, and it's okay when it's in its purest action that's coming from the heart. Everyone wants to be around them. It's nurturing. It's almost like a mother as well. But when it's in its shadow side, when it's not balanced, when it's not coming from its coherence, what happens is that Leo starts being a little narcissist. Okay? And even if you're not a Leo, if you don't have it on your ascending chart or as your sun sign, we all have all the elements in us. So think about your Leo inside of you and how that plays a role. So when we can be a little bit narcissistic, you either become a little bit narcissistic, it's all about you, but from not coming from the heart, or you can be very quiet and you're observing something and all of a sudden you attack. All right, that could happen as well. So really see how the Leo in you has been behaving and how he wants to shine, how he wants that attention, and how that could come about. And it's okay. We're here to do anything we want. We can create whatever it is we want. We are the creators. But ultimately, we all want it to come from a loving place, from a coherent place. So then we move on into Aquarius. Aquarius is it's a beautiful sign because I feel like it's the one that a lot of us dream in, are always in that state, because it allows us to go into the cosmos, it allows us to go into the sky. And even if you're telling yourself, oh, I'm not really into that, how much do you escape from music? We all escape all the time. Or maybe you love to ski and you go away. We disconnect, we get out of this world, and we go away. So Aquarius is a beautiful sign because it allows us to expand and really be able to go out into the world and reach out as the farthest stars that we can. But then sometimes we forget that, hey, we're here in this earth to be 3D, to be in this human form, which can be heavy. That's why we like going out, because it's so much lighter. Where we're listening to music, everything's more blissful. You forget about everything when you're meditating. Many different people do rituals too. But then we have to remember that we came here to this world to appreciate all the emotions that we have. Even when we're going through anger or depression, we're not going to have those emotions once we go back to our etheric beings, where we no longer have those first, second, and third chakra. So enjoy every single one of them. As we embrace all our earthy matters, we're going to be able to really go up even farther out to reach the farthest skies. But then when we come back, whatever messages we get out there, we can come back and utilize them for the best of us. So think about, how is it that you're living your Aquarius? The Aquarius inside of you. When you escape, before you escape, right? Are you really grounded here? Which brings us to Taurus. Taurus is earthy. It's the earthiest sign of the whole zodiac. Right? They're the ones that are very nurturing. They're hard working, very loyal, take on responsibility, which is good, because it really allows us to connect with Mother Earth. Think about agriculture. It has even the word culture inside of it. Because it all starts with a seed. What are we cultivating? That's what Taurus does. It goes in there and it works really, really, really hard to be able to bring in some strong fruits. So when you do that, and you do it from your heart, right, from a loving place, what starts happening? We start growing deep roots. And that's what we need, and that's what we want in order to, when we go out to Aquarius, which we're starting right now, not only the Aquarius era, but also the Aquarius month. We're already in the Aquarius era right now. And be able to reach the biggest cosmos, the biggest skies, be able to really lose ourselves out there, even when you're listening to music or skiing, however it is that you skate. And whatever messages and visions, and we're always channeling, we're always receiving messages, correct? We can bring them back to the earth, because ultimately it's about Mother Earth. We are made out of minerals and water. We're mud. We're human beings. And humans means wet mud, wet earth. So this is what we are right now, and this matters. So let's really take advantage of that. Let's honor that and become humble. It's all written in the word, human beings. So as being humble is to calm down and remember who we are. What are we? We are earth. To come back to earth and know that we're not separate. Whatever it is that we do to the earth, we are doing to ourselves. Whatever it is that we put in our bodies, we are earth, we're doing to the earth. Whatever it is we're giving our kids, we're consuming everything, and not only from everything that we eat, but from what we smell, from what we hear, absolutely everything. So when you're drinking water, when you're eating food and fruits, think about, where did this fruit come from? Where did this water come from? What am I really taking in? We're made out of minerals. So am I really getting all my minerals? Am I really getting all my nutrition? Right? Really be conscious about what is it that you're intaking. And it can get a little hard. I know I used to get frustrated before, because the more I study, the more I become aware, and then I would get stressed out because it was hard to find clean water. And I know, there's so many pesticides in fruits, but there are different ways. And just remember that it's all a process. So just kind of hang in there. And the other one is Scorpio. Scorpio is the most intuitive sign out of the whole zodiac sign. And they're very good on just looking at someone and recognizing their flaws. And we all have it. We're all intuitive. First of all, Scorpios are just very, very good at it. So the one that's aligned, it's coming from the heart. They're able to look at someone, but they're able to help them out. They want to help them achieve as opposed to criticize them. So think about the Scorpio inside of you. When you're outside the box from a third perspective, it's so much easier to see at someone's conflicts and problems, right? A great example is couples when they're fighting and they're arguing, and we can see as a third party, we can see the cycle. We can see much easier the changes that they could make. Either they need to make it work or maybe move on. But it's hard when you're inside. So either you're helping them out from a loving place, giving suggestions, or just being there, or you're criticizing. So look at how is it that you're showing up for your Scorpio. It's the most sensitive sign. It's very intuitive. It travels very well at night, in the dark, because you can sense, so you know where to go, which is why it's also really good on working on its shadow, right? And being able to find the light. Before the rainbow, there's a storm. But how is it that you're navigating through this? Because you can either get lost in the darkness as well, or unless we embrace it and we recognize that everyone is only a reflection of us, right? You can see the darkness in the other person because there's darkness inside of us as well. And remember, nothing is bad. One of the universal laws is polarity. And without polarity, we wouldn't be here. This beautiful world, this beautiful earth that we're in, wouldn't even exist. We wouldn't be here. We need a man and a woman in order to reproduce. So it's all polarity. It's okay. It's just bringing it into balance. So I just wanted to say that. And also, I just want to bring up that now that we've entered this beautiful area of Aquarius, we're in transition, just remember who is it that I'm becoming? Who am I? And remember, you are unique. You are your only person. There's no one like you. You have your special gifts. Every single person do. And the way that your journey is to be travel is unique to only you. So even if you start your path with someone else and you guys are going maybe meditation or doing something else, if all of a sudden your inner self starts guiding you somewhere else, don't be afraid to go alone. You will find other people there as well. That's like my biggest thing that I could find, because I see this a lot. And yes, we want to do stuff with community, but your path is unique, and see where it takes you, because that is where the biggest rewards are going to be when you follow your inner calling. I love you all. Make the best out of this full moon. We're here to share our gifts when you're called to do so. I've been away for a while, I feel like, from Instagram or making videos, and today I just feel called to share it. See how it shows up for you. This full moon shows up for you. We go into Mercury retrograde, I think, on Friday. And right now I feel great. But you just never know how it's going to hit you. Or if it doesn't. So just keep that in mind. Love you all. Remember that everything is happening for you and not to you. I had someone ask me, what's the difference? For you is when you recognize that everything that is happening for you is for your highest good. There's a lesson to be learned that's going to help you be a better person, that's going to help you evolve. That you're seeing, you're observing it, and you can see, okay, so this is how I took place into this matter, into this coincidence. So then I know next time maybe I could react different to avoid this that has caused me harm. And seeing how your emotions are being played out, and when it's happening to you, you fall into the victim mode. You think that nothing's your fault, that you didn't create anything. You should just walk away, and you say, oh, how dare that other person did to me, or how dare my boyfriend cheated on me, whatever it may be. We need to take accountability. Everything that is coming to us as another universal law, It's just a direct reflection of 5 vibratory or 5 vibration, whatever frequency we're in. And remember, sometimes the higher that you're vibrating because of polarity, you have to come down. So there's another lesson to be learned. And that's just the cycle of life. That is part of evolving. But the more you know these tools, the more you educate yourself, the higher you're going to bounce back. And then when you get that clearance and you get that message, it's a beautiful high. And it's just a roller coaster. So you don't even have to go to ride a mountain, like going to Universal Studios or Six Flags. It's life already. So love you all. Remember, everything's happening for you. And happy full moon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.